Okay, so you clicked on this video because you aren't really getting anywhere in the dating scene. Have you considered something very small called self-sabotage? It sounds pretty toxic and crazy, but stay with me, it's kind of a real thing. It basically means that you are doing something to purposely push someone away, or maybe you're doing something without even realizing, and it's actually lowering your chances of actually having successful relationships. Self-sabotage is your unconscious way of protecting yourself from being hurt. So maybe you were once hurt badly in the past from someone that you were head over heels with, and it's likely you are hyper aware of any small thing to prove that everyone is out to hurt you. And you may find that you are self-sabotaging without even realizing it. You push people away and then feel confused at your own behavior. Now, if you want to find out more, it's easy. Stay right there. Giving up on dating for the fear of getting hurt. Sadly, you will meet some very terrible people in your life, and these are people that make you question why you even bothered in the first place. However, with dating awful people comes the chance to learn about red flags and to qualify those who are no good for you next time. Refusing the date because you feel everyone is the same and will keep on hurting you is one strategy to self-sabotage. Not letting someone in, which is great if you don't want to invite a vampire in, but for love it's different. It just means you are keeping your guards up. You need to be soft and emotionally warm for someone to want to do the same for you. So maybe you end up with dates that are very emotionally closed off and not willing to invest into you, and well, this is the reason why. Not ending things with your rebound. Rebound relationships happen and there's no looking down on them, it's a common thing, but it's when we aren't ready to feel strong and happy on our own, so we reach out to someone to make us feel happy for ourselves. And naturally, rebound relationships either grow into something long term or they just fizzle and die. So make sure you take the plunge and end that rebound when you no longer feel anything for them. You can't avoid heartache and you need to be on your own to fully heal from a failed relationship. Self-sabotage mission number 3. You flirt in the company of your date. Dangerous waters. Do you think that you are being overly flirty and then feel bad that you are slightly out of line? This is common behavior of someone who is trying to make their partner jealous enough to actually push them away. You are comparing everybody that you are currently dating to an ex. No two people are the same, and even if your ex was the one that got away, it's not fair or healthy to compare new people to your ex. You need to fully heal and be able to forget your ex before you move on, because otherwise you hold rose-tinted glasses for your ex and it turns out you are trying to replace them instead of just finding someone new. You do not maintain your boundaries. Boundaries are so important. It keeps our self-care and self-respect in check, and it means you are willing to walk away from someone who makes you feel uncomfortable because they don't respect you for whatever reason. If you constantly let people overstep your boundaries and you do not correct them and let them know how you want to be treated, you are just letting them walk all over you and you are never going to be able to feel comfortable in a relationship. You refuse to approach people. Now, let's be real, there is no set rule that a man should approach first or that she should pay for the dinner date on the second occasion. If you feel that you should wait to be approached instead of going out there, you do run the risk of waiting forever. Don't hold yourself back because you are nervous or you have the fear of rejection. You never actually know what is on the other side of your anxiety if you just push through, refusing to see and notice and take action on the red flags. When a relationship turns sour, the first thing we think about is the beginning and also those red flags. The relationship all starts to add up, and this is the key time to remember those red flags and then practice avoiding them in the future. If someone feels off and in your gut you aren't too sure about what's going on, chances are you probably just need to avoid them and not date them. You have unrealistic expectations of people. If you are expecting your date to save you and to be responsible for your happiness all the time, even if they are dealing with their own thing, you have created a barrier of failure. You need to be realistic because when you date, you have to be willing to put out there and receive some love from people as you do the same. You are a serial dater dating out of desperation. If you feel that you have been dating for ages, going on bad dates, endlessly swiping on dating apps to the point where you have carpal tunnel in your wrist, then reconsider the problem. Instead of using dating apps to fill a void of happiness, make yourself happy and you will feel less frantic to make your dating options guaranteed. Maybe you got into online dating weeks after a breakup. Now, yes, we all fear to be alone. We are pack animals. We like social comfort. However, you are avoiding self-growth and finding a special person if you just chronically date everyone. Do not be so available. Don't rush anything. People can sense desperation a mile off, and this can make them want to stop spending their time with you. If someone is willing to not go at your speed, you are sabotaging your own happiness for someone else's. Therefore, you shut down and it's a wasted relationship. You are passive aggressive. Do you find yourself saying hurtful things or even doing some hurtful actions? This is your method of keeping someone away. It's very unhealthy behavior, and you will never get the love that you want and deserve if you don't make people feel emotionally warm to you. Another reason for sabotage is you are holding on to your past hurt. Being heartbroken really does suck, and it can leave you feeling low for months, but you don't have to let it affect you forever. Sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself and waiting for the pain to end is just too time-consuming. So instead of giving the people who hurt us lots of our energy, focus on improving and building yourself up, and you will get over them much quicker. Or maybe you are bringing up the same argument again and again with your partner, using this as proof that they are not good enough for you, ending things, but then starting again. Please stop expecting a soulmate. Hollywood and Disney screwed us up big time. We all grew up thinking that we would find out there's a Mr. or a Mrs. Right, someone that just gets us. They don't need to learn how to love us, they just know, and sadly, this isn't really realistic, is it? Stop relying on someone to make you feel happy and work on that yourself, and you will sabotage less dates. You lower your standards, often. If you let someone who isn't on your level date you, you're setting yourself up for pain, because you will never truly get your needs met, and you won't truly feel like you can connect and fall for someone if they are not on your level. You expect your dates to read your mind. Relationships are all about compromise and being willing to tell someone how you want to be loved, and then giving that love to someone as well. If someone doesn't know what you need, they will just assume and do what they think you need, which means you end up being unhappy. So instead of dumping people because you think they are emotionally inadequate, have a think. Are you making it obvious what your needs are? Probably not. You stop replying to their texts and answering their calls. If you find yourself watching your phone ring and not wanting to pick it up, or tutting at your phone when they send you a message, this is the very start of sabotage. You are wanting the other person to get frustrated or upset just enough to pull away so that you don't actually have to invest. You find yourself avoiding big commitments. Any future plans, such as holidays, meeting the big friend group, or even their parents, make you feel very uncomfortable. So you start to pull back and try to spend much less time with your partner to avoid that big commitment, which is self-sabotage. You always have something critical to say. Are you looking for perfection constantly in your partner? If you do, you gotta stop. And are you finding fault when you realize they aren't perfect? If you cannot appreciate the things that they do and always find a reason of why whatever they did, let's say a meal that they cooked wasn't good enough, it's impossible to actually please you, because they're gonna think, well, I'm gonna pull away from them because they are always mean to me. Therefore, you end up with a failed relationship. And keeping up with this pattern and this behavior means you are never actually going to be comfortable with someone, because people are just, in your eyes, not good enough. And wow, we made it to the end of the video. If you like this video, give us a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It will make my day. And you can even go one step further and get your name up on our super fan board. These are some amazing people that actually support the channel every single month. And if you want to know more about that, then click the description box below to find out some more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.